Hi guys, welcome back to Right Turn Garage TV. And today we are installing these bad boys. Yeah, I know, I originally put in the other LED lights, but let's just be honest. Those things look way gooder. Now, this particular brand came from the Amazonian site, and they didn't have a name at all on the box. Like, in fact, I think I threw the other headlights in there. They don't have any instructions whatsoever. And where in the world did the box go? I mean, it is seriously, it's a black box with 4 lights in it. But wherever I put the darn thing, there were no instructions or destructions, however you want to say it. And it came with 2 extra wires. Like 2 extra wires, like, you know, just there. Now, as you can see, guys, I already have them wired, and the dims, I left the exact same way they were on the other set of LED lights, and they seem to work just fine. Let's see. Okay, so these lights, you see this right here? See how they're, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's yellow and there's orange. Okay, now these will produce a halo effect or a half halo effect, what have you. In fact, let me show you. And if you don't know which one it is, alligator clip wire here, darn it, what I did was just hook it to positive, right? And then looky there. So being that that's my halo, I think it'll work on this one too. Yep. The way we're going to do, and this is the coolest part, I think what I'm going to do is wire them into either those lights or those lights. Just so whenever you have your park lights on, those halos are on, and it's not really shining, but it is, you know what I mean? Just like the halo lights. I think that's super friggin' cool. But these lights are bright. I'm not really sure which one's brighter. I'm thinking that the other ones actually might be a little brighter, but I'm not sure. I did the little test last night in the garage with these suckers on, and they're still way more gooder than stock. So I'm going to show you guys how we're going to connect this wire, and then go down, and we're going to find a positive and positive only with the park lights on. Nothing else, just the park lights. So if your battery's disconnected, go ahead and reconnect them, because we're going to have to. And then we'll go down there and see if we can't find which one is the positive. But on a more on another note, rather, I did replace the dimmer switch last night, and I didn't record it because it was starting to get late and starting to get a little tired. This is your dimmer switch, and it sets right like this, right up there. Can you see it? Right there. You'll have to unplug it. There is a 8mm screw back here and a 7mm right there. If indeed these were the factory screws, I'm not really 100% sure. But drop your steering column. It'll make life a lot easier on you. Drop your steering column, take these 2 screws out, and it pulls right off. 1 electrical connection, and that's it. My particular problem with this was somebody, not me, had replaced the ignition switch. So it was binding this lever, not letting it do that once you had it all the way up. Yeah, weird, right? So I just by default kept taking it in and out, and this rubber hose that goes to the brake switch was causing pressure on the back of this switch along with this plug-in to put it in a bind to where it couldn't push properly, because it has a little metal chintzy rod that runs from the back of this lever down here. You'll see it. Do not, did I say do not? Do not ever bend those rods there. You won't get them back right. And I'm telling you, you're not going to find them. You're going to have to replace the steering column and or, yep, that's it. Because those suckers, man, they're kind of hard to bend. They're like a really thick coat hanger in my opinion. But do not ever bend them. You never have to for any reason. If it's binding, something's wrong, okay? Just keep that in mind, guys. But anyway, we're going to do the exact same thing over here. We're going to connect the red lead to either the marker light or this light with the power wire. Whatever one I can see first is honestly going to be which one I tap into. If you are wanting the turn signals to work, it's really easy. Simply connect the green wires together, then run another wire from it to the turn signal power side of that. That's it. That's all you have to do. And then it will blink out of the orange ones as well. Me, I'm probably not going to do that just because, I mean, I don't think I'm going to. Let's just see what it looks like. Where's our power cord? All right. So let's just see if it looks crazy or not. Ow. Putting that there. So, daggone you. All right. You just settle down there, fella. All right, there's that. So, for argument's sake, here we are. We're at a light, and we put the turn signal on. Well, you still don't want to ground out. This does have 12 volts in it. So, I do have my tripod on here, but you know, I've kind of got no place to put him. Can you do that there, guy? All right. Now, look down here. Look, don't fall. All right, I'll bring it up here. So do we need I mean, I guess we could, just to make it even more different. I'm going to hook up the halo part first, and then we'll see how the turn signal does. And we might just only do it on this dim bulb, just because. What do you guys think? Good idea? Bad idea? Let me know what you think down there. We're gonna go ahead and get started though. I'm gonna show you how I run this, how I splice those two together, and go on down to the power wire that I'm looking for. All right, give me about 10 minutes, but it won't seem that fast. It'll be and then I'm there. All right, hold on. So what I did was, now I'm showing you as I do this, that way so it's easier to understand. So I'm using the original wire loom, and all I did was take an insulated butt connector. That's a male end, because there's a female end on here. Now I ran it through the original wire loom to, there's a junction right here. See that? Now that is where I'm going to attach this lead. However, I'm not cutting the wire. Can you see how I did that? All I did was cut the insulation off. Simply going to wrap this around like this. Going to twist it around just like this. You see that? Then what I'm going to do is take my heat gun and my solder and make that connection solid. Then I'm going to wrap it as solidly as I can with black tape. I'm doing that so I don't have a whole bunch of cut and splice line, because the more cut and splices that you have, the more not gooder it is. And then furthermore, we are going to take this wire, run it through this loom, and I think we're going to connect to this parking light, because the parking light is like right there. See that bad boy? Nope, sure don't. Ah, come here. Right. Well, it's in this fender, I promise you. Like somewhere right in there-ish. And the only thing we're going to do there, we're going to take our test probe, hook it on the negative side of the battery. Oh shoot, I have to hook up the battery first. So I'll hook up the battery, put the negative lead of this test on, put the alligator clip on this end, and maybe slightly probe the wires. I hate probing the wires. Or we might be able to take the light bulb out and real gently touch the socket on the inside of the light bulb to tell which one is the power wire. I'll let you know how I do that, because I honest to God, I hate probing wires, because that is a breeding ground for corrosion and just 7 kinds of nastiness. You can tape it back up, it's not a big deal. I don't like doing it, but you have to sometimes to find, you know, shorts, grounds, pants, whatever. Anyway, that's how I'm going to do that, and I'll let you know how I tap into this right here. And then, just for giggles, oh, also, this and this are not, they're not mates. And what I mean is, this slides over and protects, but this plastic sleeve wants to fall down. I'm not sure if this is heat shrink or not. I am going to heat it and see if it does shrink on there. If it doesn't, I'm going to take black tape and secure it, just because I don't want fireworks under the hood whenever I don't expect it. Actually, I don't want fireworks underneath the hood any time, even if I do expect it. No. So anyway, I'll let you know how I do that, and we're gonna get right back to it, and then we'll check and see if old dad wants to add them blinkers or not. All right, give me a few minutes here, and hopefully we have something really cool in a few minutes. So we got it, fellas, and we did it just the way I said. I took this light bulb out and turned the park lights on, and this one is marked, you probably cannot see it because it's marked real small. Anyway, it says A and B. A, apparently on this side, is the positive. I think this looks cool. Tell me what you guys think. So this is just the parking lights on. Now I haven't wired the other side. So, are you ready? Look at that. Look at that. I think that's friggin' awesome. And see, the light still works as it should. Now, just for gigs and to be a good sport, I hooked in, and hopefully it don't look like it's touching anything. So what do you guys think? Is that cool? Or I kind of like it. I hate to say that too, because that's more wiring. Dang it. But it kind of looks cool. If that really works like that, that's pretty darn neat. Dare to be different, man. You know what? I'm gonna, as much as I hate to, just because I don't really want to do any more wiring, but man, that looks so cool. I think I might have to do it, guys. I might have to just make it more gooder. Why did I have to like that? Why did I have to try it? Darn it. I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty darn neat. Don't worry about overloading these circuits, by the way, guys. These are LED lights. These draw a heck of a lot less than those original glass halogen or Wagner or whatever the heck they are. But they draw a heck of a lot less voltage, watts, amps, whatever, than the OG originals. So, and another thing, the way I placed these in here, I made sure all of them said this little DOT SAE thing at the top. I did it on all of them for multiple reasons. One, your dim is this bulb right here, and like these two or something, and your bright is this big guy, and all of them, I think. And believe me, they're definitely bright. I actually turned off the light and shined it against the garage door wall last night just to see if I did have them wired correctly. And man, I really like that. I think that's stinking neat. So now, okay, let me show you too. So I wired everything within the loom. I tucked that wire in. I gave myself a little extra lead. Now I did the exact same thing. All I did was skin back that wire that says A right here. I took it down to about right here-ish. And I cut the wire, the insulation off the wire, stripped back my red wire and wrapped it around, soldered it, and threw some tape on there. Just for my own safety and for my own good, because that's what I like to party. So that's why I did that way, so I didn't have to worry about too much corrosion getting in there. And it's in a wire loom, it shouldn't short, but you know, human error does exist. Anyway, now I'm going to go down to this here bulb. Man, those things need clean. Daggone. So I'm gonna go down to that one and find the one that comes on with the turn signal. Darn it. And then we're gonna make it blink. We're gonna make just this side blink. I think just that side. What do you guys think? I think it looks more gooder with just the one side. We might do a practice run. We might just throw both of them on there. No, we're gonna make it just dims only, because if you're in town, that's the only one going to be on anyway. Yep. So that's the way we're going to wire it. And it'll cancel out the little cool halo looking thing. And yep. So I'm talking to myself right now and I'm really enjoying it. It's a heck of a conversation. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to work and we'll see how it turns out real quick. All right. Give me more than 2 minutes, but you know, like I say, it'll be just like, and it'll be there. All right. Hold on 1 second. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but I'm not exactly a wiring guru. Okay. That being said, even I got these lights right. How simple. Sort of. I thought that these lights here were just park lights. They're on the side. So I thought I would have to run a wire down here, right? Just for giggles, I turned on the turn signal. Getting ready to crawl underneath, probe some wire on these lights down here, only to find this one was blinking. That being said, these turned out stinking awesome, I think. It kind of makes the new feel on the old iRock. Like I say, I don't want to make a whole lot of it new, but look at that. Just look at it. And that does work. I just, where I had it unscrewed. So I'm just saying, it's still there, guys. Anyway, but yeah. So remember how I told you those wires were marked A and B? Apparently the B side is the flasher side. Had no idea, none at all. So that being said, you don't have to dive down deep. You can go just right here to the old inner fender. That's a horn though. Anyway, you can go right there to the inner fender, undo this. Where'd you go now? Careful, easy. Now see, I was able to reach right in there and grab it. And then I just spliced in right there where the tape is. Now I taped that shut just because I kind of over cramped this wire loom and I don't want those wires bulging out, rubbing against something. Like I said, we don't like fireworks unless it's 4th of July or 3rd of July. Or actually, we love fireworks, okay? We just don't want them on our car. So anyway, that's how easy that is to do. And keep in mind, I did this without a wiring diagram on the car or on the headlights. Being I said that, battery charging on this thing, because remember the part 2 on the how to see what's draining your battery? Apparently the gremlin is absolutely in there somewhere doing some draining, so we're gonna have to figure that bird out too. I also put, like I said, this is what I did right here. That's just for my own. Now this is protecting the connection itself, and this is also helping this plastic piece, the insulated part of that, stay on there. That is not heat shrink tube if you buy these lights off Amazon or the Jungle website, you know, whatever. Like I say, these are no name lights. They don't have a name anywhere. They're DOT approved, and that's about all I know about them. They did not have a wiring diagram rather. No, that's the other box. Parts AM was the ones, the first ones I put in. And I really don't know what the heck I did with those other lights. But anyway, I hope you like this new segment on here. This is my first time really doing any kind of what I call adventure wiring, because honestly, I'm not a wiring guru at all. Do not be afraid to hook these lights up. Let's just say, for argument's sake, you're just going to do these, right? Don't be afraid to just touch the electrodes to the end there. The worst thing's going to be that it don't light up. You're not going to burn anything up. You're not going to burn anything down. It's a light. It's not like most other things. I'm not going to lie. The only thing I did to these was power them up. That's it. That's how I found out what the heck they do. I thought, well, I'm going to run power to one, and if it lights up, fine. If it don't, fine. I'll ground the other one, and it ought to do something. It does. So, needless to say, guys, I am over the top happy with these things, and let's just do this real quick. Let's just see what the heck they look like with these lights off in here. All right, let's just be total good sports about it. What do you say? Because old Dad is dying to know. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm not gonna lie, it looks freaking awesome. So, light switch works. Hey. Now those are the dims. They are bright, baby. Now, you see the difference there? Halo, no halo. Shoot, you probably can't see it. Darn it. All right, hold on. We'll just do this. Hold on. We'll just do the halo part. There we go. Now, darn, I don't know if you can see it or not. Does that make it better? Does that do it now? You're gonna have to take my word for it, guys. This is the bee's knees. I'm not even close to kidding you. So we'll do the bright lights now. Bright lights. Yep. No halo? The halo. I'm just saying, that right there And for gig, just for gigs. Just for gigs. There we go. How about that? That's a bit of all right. I like that. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I really like it. So, let's just see. We're cruising downtown. We're driving, and look at that bird. Look at that. Not only, I'm definitely wiring the other side like that. And first, I better make sure I can kick on the old garage lights, because this thing is super dark whenever there ain't nothing on in here. Daggone. Shoot! Anyway, I freaking love those headlights. I think that's gorgeous. Real happy with the way that turned out. This thing hasn't ran for 3 months, so I bet you the battery's a little tired. Anyway, and I haven't charged this battery either. So if you like that and that's how that goes, I don't know the name of these, I'm sorry guys. But if you see them like this on the Amazonian site, they at least had 4 stars. I know that because I won't buy anything that's got like super horrible reviews or anything. And these things just, they look good. They look real good. And they fit about the same in the headlight buckets there. So we're gonna wrap it on up. We're gonna do the other side the exact same way. I'm not gonna bore you with it, because if you've done the one side, you've done them both. So anyway, I hope you like this. This was an awesome video to me. I've got super excited about this. I even learned how to do some wiring for myself, which is weird. But anyway, hopefully it helps you guys, and thanks for watching. And it's only going to get better, guys. And if you don't mind, I know I ask all the time. I hate to pry, but if you don't mind, so it's down there somewhere. Hit the old subscribe button, and I'd sure as heck appreciate it. But I appreciate all of you watching, subscribing, and I appreciate all your feedback. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next time on Right Turn Garage TV.